All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Who let the Doge out? Who let the Doge out? I'm outside. It's a beautiful day here in Boston. I hope it's nice wherever you are too. Decided to go outside today. So here we are. We can talk about Dogecoin dropping below 19 cents. We can talk about Bitcoin at 105. We can talk about leverage trades, liquidations of James Wynn and all that. But heck, why would we want to do that when it's a nice day? So here we are. We are having a day outside today. So thought I would get set up here and enjoy the day. How are you all doing? What's up? What's up, Doge fam? What's up? Who let the cat out? Evening? Oh, yeah, it's evening where you are. Yeah. Who let the cat out? The cat is inside, not outside. New World, buying more Dogecoin today. Always a good day, right? Always a good day to buy Doge. 18.92 right now. Who's going to buy Doge? Is it going to dip anymore? Maybe. It's the summertime now. It's the summertime. What did I say? It's going to go sideways, up and down. I would have liked to have seen Doge. I would have liked to have seen Doge do this, right? Kind of work its way up to 20 cents, come back, retest, and move higher. But that's not happening. That is not happening. It is sideways still from last Friday. We're right where we were last Friday. Hasn't moved. Yeah, we've gone down, up, but so we're on day 5 now of sideways chop. That's it. That's about all there is. Jobs report on Friday. You want to talk about non-farm payrolls? We can talk about non-farm payrolls and the economic conditions on what the non-farm payrolls in the United States are going to say. Who cares? No. It's a nice day. Or a nice evening, wherever you are. That's right, you're in Norway, right? Norway. Exactly. Norway. Howdy, Harry. How are you? XGen bought more Doge on this beautiful day. Always a good day to be patient. 86 and sunny in Delaware. We only got up to about 82. There's a little bit of a haze here from the Canadian wildfires. The ones that guy in Ohio yesterday was talking about. Yeah, they're over Boston now. So we didn't get the nice, clear blue sky. We got to kind of get this haze overhead. It should flush out tonight. And tomorrow should be better. We're supposed to get up to 90 tomorrow. So, yeah, a little early summer here, beginning of June. But yeah, I'm outside listening to the birds. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds. Birds are chirping. Yep, taking the Doge outdoors. Taking the Doge outdoors. Fine, I'll buy. 18.9 cent Dogecoin. That's what we're looking at right now. 18.9 cent Dogecoin. Blah, blah, blah. Enjoy life, right? Don't get all caught up in the charts and the finances and all that. Every once in a while, you just got to go, okay, we'll take a day and we'll enjoy life. All right. 5, Joe says. 5 is my number. 5 is my number. Oh, for those who like, right. There's 21 likes so far. Already sleepy in Norway. You can hear the birds. Yep. Nice, beautiful. Beautiful outside. 85 up in Maine. Not too bad, DJ Dan. Not too bad. Strong buy at 18.9. Popcorn and the cat. And the cat. Thank you, Sean. It is nice. You know, the one thing that was really nice about this, we bought the house in January. And there was like 6 inches of snow on the ground. It was all snow and ice. We had no idea. We had absolutely no idea what the yard was going to look like. And we guessed, based on the area that we bought in, it was going to be nice. But then you get, you know, a tree like this one here, right? That's all flowering, and it's like, that's pretty nice. So we weren't surprised that we got some nice landscaping, but it's been fun to watch because we didn't know what we're going to have. We had no idea. So it's been fun watching the stuff come up and flower, and so we've been doing that. Kriss outside, something a little different. That's right, Jay. We're outside today. Who let the Doge out? Who let the Doge out? Yeah, so this was my son yesterday. Actually, it was the day before. He showed me this video from this guy, Ian, on YouTube, who works at a 7-Eleven in Palm Springs, California. And he did this outdoor live stream. And he was like, Dad, you should do that. You should do that. And I'm like, okay. On a nice day when there's no rain, I'll do it. And today is the day. So, because the charts are boring. The charts are really boring today. So that's a good a day as any, right? To be outside and just enjoy the day. So that's what we're doing. Enjoying the day. Yeah, Adam, looking good. Still smoke haze in Ohio. I don't want smoke haze tomorrow too here. 81 in Sandusky. Yeah, it's just the whole Northeast is in the 80s now. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it. Doge to the moon. We're going to get there. Many Miami boy, if you're in Miami, this is nothing new. You get nice weather all the time. Many are saying Doge is going to run to 33 cents this week. Is it possible? Sure, it's possible. Is it probable? No, not in the current market conditions. Not expecting a 33 cent Dogecoin next week. Unfortunately, most likely not going to happen. You're on your other account playing blackjack? Nothing wrong with that. Buy the dips. Ely placing a limit order at 18.7. 18.7. So we're looking at 18.87 right now. We could get to dip down. I mean, Bitcoin now at 104.8. And we had this big wick here that went down to 104.2 on Bitcoin this morning. And guess what that did? Yeah, it took out our friend James Wynn 240 Bitcoin. 240 Bitcoin. $25 million liquidated. Now he did close a few other pieces for some profit, but the 240 Bitcoin lost, that's just lost. That's gone, liquidated. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, but he's like, well, he's pushing Moonpig. If you're into Moonpig, I wouldn't touch that stupid token, but he's going to try and pump it. And he says, I'm going to make $1 billion on Moonpig. I don't know. But that's what happened. That was, again, the big wick today, taking out that big leverage trade, 240 Bitcoin. It's just like, I'd like to have 240 Bitcoin. He could have just given it to me. I'd have taken it. I would have taken it. So if Bitcoin continues to go down and we get some more liquidations, Yearly, your 18.7 is going to hit on your limit order on Doge. So I'll keep an eye on that. But right now, for everyone who's come in, I'm outside in the backyard, enjoying the day. Who let the Doge out? That's where we are. And I've also got Yingling here, a little beer, enjoying the afternoon. It's summertime now. So why not? Why not? Oh, that's good. That is good. Hi, Monica. Muggy and hot in Florida. And thank you. Outside vibes, the birds. Yep, a lot of birds. Yeah, I got this whole hill behind me. It just goes right up. I got no neighbor behind me. It's just a big hill, just filled with trees and birds, and that's all I hear. Sometimes the birds are a little annoying, I got to admit. Sometimes they're just a little annoying. We got squirrels, we've got chipmunks, and rabbits. A lot of bunnies around. That's the wildlife around here. Does Yeely think it's going to drop? What do you think, Yeely? You said 18.7. Thank you, Jay. How are you? Yep, 18.8. That's where we are now. That's right. Boring charts equals outside time. Why not, right? Get outside. Go touch some grass, right? Go touch some grass. Well, Moreno's in the middle of the Mojave Desert, so you're probably not going to touch grass. Probably not going to touch grass in the Mojave Desert. You can touch sand, though. Probably have a lot of that. 62 degrees up in the northwest Washington state. Yeah. It warms up in Seattle every now and then, doesn't it? Good one to buy Doge now. 1882 now as I'm watching. I'll keep my eyes on it. I have heavy woods 25 feet out my back door. The transformation from winter to summer is amazing. Yeah, same here. Because we have all of this, right, around on like just like you, two sides of the house is just woods. And it really closes in the summer. It's just like the yard isn't that big. I mean, it's Boston, right? You don't have huge properties unless you've got like $10 million to buy some, huge piece of property. But in the wintertime, when there's no leaves, right, you can see kind of up the hill. But now it's all like green and it just quite closes in on. It just makes the yard even that much smaller. I'm not complaining, though. I'm not complaining. It's nice. You're from Palm Springs? Dubai? Yeah, Dubai's hot. Who's behind me? I know, right? Got to watch out. Got to watch out for those squirrels and those bunnies. Yeah, fire up the grill. It's grilling season. I got to get a new grill. I haven't had a grill in a number of years. So, yeah, I got to get a new grill. Top altcoins other than Doge? Good question at this point in time. Well, this guy is saying ETH, Income Sharks. He's saying ETH has done a crossover on the trend here from red to green. And this is ETH versus Bitcoin. And he says it's ETH time. It's ETH time. Oh, I got to show you the chart. Duh. ETH time right here. ETH BTC. Is ETH going to carry the day going forward? I don't know. I still have a little bit of ETH. I didn't sell all my ETH. So, and in this morning's video, I showed the ETH ETFs and how there has been constant buying into the ETH ETFs over the last 2+ weeks. So ETH is looking very strong. And even today, Doge and Bitcoin are in the red and ETH is actually in the green. So ETH is looking strong. The other one I would be looking at again is Jasmy. Jasmy back down to 1.4 cents. I think this is easily going to double to 2.8 back up to 3 cents. Will be Jasmy. Probably this fall. So if I was buying back in on other alts, I would probably be buying back in on Jasmy. Now I sold my Jasmy at 3 cents, but buying back in at half the price, if I bought in the same amount, I could double my coin count on Jasmy. That would be cool. But I'm just buying Doge on dips right now. Is what I'm doing. So 1881, Yeely, getting closer. Getting closer. I'm watching for you. Hello, Orbison. How are you? Why the heck is Doge falling? Blame it on Bitcoin. And why is Bitcoin falling? Because you've got guys like this, like James Wynn and his huge leverage trades. These huge leverage trades here. And we've looked at the heat maps before. We looked at the big leverage trades. He's doing 40x leverage with 240 Bitcoin. The market makers target that and they take it out. That's the game that's being played right now. We want James Wynn to just go away. Just go away. Kaleo said the same thing on X. He was just like, dude, just stop. Just totally stop. Go play with your moon pig. That's what I say. Go play with your moon pig. Leave Bitcoin alone. James isn't winning. James is losing. That's right. Go play with your moon pig. Have fun with your moon pig. Leave Bitcoin alone because you're holding the whole market down. That's what's going on, guys. It's the stupid leverage. And the market makers are dumping the price to take out the leverage. ETH is holding up better because and there's more buying right now going on in ETH than selling. So we're in the green on ETH. So that's what's going on. 1877, Yeely, you're getting close. Getting closer. I'll keep an eye on it for you. I'll keep an eye on it for you. Thank you, Metal. Nice backyard. Very calming, relaxing. The birds get to be a bit much sometimes. I know. It's a problem. But hey, it's all right. Yeah, why doesn't he just start shorting Bitcoin instead? 1875, Ely, getting closer. Your limit order is about to hit. He would have done better investing in Doge. Yes. Maybe if my order filled, we'll place another down at 18 cents. Well, you're getting close. It's 18.74 now. What's up, 40 Cal? We're going up from here as soon as we flush out more of that leverage. Flushing out the leverage. Nope, Jay, not doing a house tour. You get to see my office and you get to see my backyard. That's it. That's it. Boss back, exactly, right? It's been entertaining watching James Wynn lose his mind and his money. He's blaming everybody else except himself, right? Because he's stupid enough to not only make these big trades, but to broadcast the hell out of it. So it's got the exchanges and the market makers' attention so they can take it out. That's dumb. That's just dumb. 40 Cal says we aren't going any lower. It's to the moon from here. Got a brown fox. I saw a red fox up here, right after the first little hill here. Saw a red fox about a month ago, cruising around. Yep, getting my vitamin D. This is not AI. Nope. That vitamin D is actually healthy for you. I have this like white skin though, so I don't really tan that well. Like I burn pretty easily, but nice to be outside. It's going to be 85 on Saturday in Seattle. Nice. Enjoy that. But the water's cold, right? The water's cold up there. The water really warms up here in the summertime. By August, it's like 72, 73 degree water temperature. Oh, so nice. Down on the South Shore. Not here in Boston. I'm not like swimming in the Boston Harbor. Oh. No, not doing that. Crows can be annoying. Yeah, there's no crows around here, thankfully. No crows. These are a lot of orioles and robins. That's mostly what I've seen. Yep, 82 in New York, beautiful. Same here. 82 and beautiful. Yep, Doge. You're going to buy ADA. Little Cardano action. 66.6 on the dip for Cardano. 66.6 on the dip. You know, that might be a good buy-in price. We were down here at 65 on Sunday, but this is approaching that same dip. Hey, if you believe in Charles and Cardano, and sometimes it's a slow mover, but there was a video of him yesterday talking about Bitcoin that I thought was a really good video. I encourage you guys to search for it on X. The Charles Hoskinson interview. Most times I really don't like what he has to say because he's just so full of himself. But this was actually a really good interview. So I encourage you guys to look for that, especially if you're buying ADA. Ben, I encourage you to find that on X. Take a look at that. Still 1875, Yeely. Not quite ready to fill your order yet. Get a Blackstone. I don't know. The landscaping is all just so beautiful. I mean, look at the stone wall here. That is all handmade, handcrafted, just built up. There's no mortar in those stones. It's just like, and it is just straight as can be. It's so nice. We got lucky. We feel we got lucky. It's right place, right time. Can K grills are on sale. You like the Can K? 82 in Southern Ontario. You're watching from your backyard. Awesome. Just want to let you know I was correct. Doge has an inflationary supply. Yes, I do. We all know that. It's not bad news. 10,000 Doge. They're not tokens, they're coins. Yep. But it's decreasing inflation by percentage every year because the amount of Doge that is created is constant. And over time, it's a smaller and smaller and smaller percentage of the overall amount. And again, the reason is, and even Elon Musk admitted this, the reason is it's because it encourages you actually using it as a currency, not hoarding it like Bitcoin. Bitcoin, 21 million, there'll only be 21 million. Scarcity, right? So you hodl, you do not sell your Bitcoin. That's not what Satoshi wanted. Satoshi wanted you to use Bitcoin as a currency. And now that nobody's doing it, what is going to be there? Doge. Doge is going to do it. Okay? Now, if you didn't know that about Dogecoin and you bought in thinking you're going to get rich, you bought the wrong thing. Maybe you bought the wrong thing. But Doge goes a lot on hype and can go crazy. And actually, because of all the craziness that Doge has had in previous bull runs, it has actually outperformed Bitcoin, even with 10,000 new Dogecoin being created every minute. Those are all facts. So do with that as you may. You like the Sonic token? Good luck with it. Yep, you hear the birds. Peaceful, quiet. It's nice. An outdoor pizza oven. That sounds good, Denise. The leverage isn't going to go away. We just have to deal with it. Eventually, there's more buyers than sellers. The buyers take over. And those that have open leverage positions are going to score. But right now, especially June, summertime, people are starting to go on vacation and holidays and trading volumes going down. It's like, is there a shortage of Bitcoin? No, there's no shortage. Is the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges going down? Yes. Typically, when you see those charts on that people post on X, they cut off the whole bottom, right? And so it looks like, oh no, it's running out. No, it's not. There's plenty of Bitcoin right now. There's plenty of Bitcoin. But is it going down? Yes. The supply is going down on exchanges. Everybody smash the like and subscribe. Thank you. Still don't have 69 likes again. What is it? What is it with you guys? Come on. We're outside enjoying the nice weather. I know. Doge is in the 18s. So a bunch of people don't show up. You don't have the energy to hit the like button or subscribe. I get it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Have a little fun. Enjoy life. How much leverage do we need to flush out? Again, we looked at the heat maps yesterday, and it's really the big ones. And those heat maps don't show how much leverage is actually being used at each level. But if someone's using 40x leverage on Bitcoin, they're going to hunt that down. That's for sure. Good afternoon, Danny. How are you? The bears are actually kind of in control a little bit right now. They're kind of enjoying watching the liquidations. Our friend Knockstars has already said, oh, 16-cent Doge is coming. And I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Quit asking for virtual house tours. Wait until Kriss hosts his dollar Doge party. No. Nick, the party's not going to be at my house. I'm not going to have a bunch of crypto degens in my house. No. I will host in some public place, some restaurant bar somewhere, and we'll go party there. But I'm no. Crypto degens not coming to my house. I'm not talking about you. You guys are cool. It's the other crypto degens. I need a brewski too. Cheers. Yeah, I know, right? Need a brewski. There are wild turkeys. Yep, we've seen a few in the area here. There's not a lot right here because this is more urban, but you go to some of the towns out west and there's a lot of turkeys around. A friend of mine lives in Concord and they just have a lot of turkeys. Concord's a lot more rural. I mean, each piece of property is like 2 acres or something, just big pieces of land. A lot of turkeys. I know, it broke my line, Abe. Doge fell below my upward sloping support line. Look at that. Clear breakdown there. Yeah. Clear breakdown. Kriss not happy about that. Yeely is. If he hits his 18.7, he got close. It was almost there, Yeely. Almost. Does Elon still believe in Doge? Great question. I think he does, but he's not ready to do anything with it yet. Will it be on X Payments? Maybe in the future. Not when X Payments launches. Mr. Pump-A-Lot, this is my backyard. That's where I am. We are live streaming from the backyard at the KrissPax Ranch. Pax cat is not outside. He is inside. He's a house cat. I don't trust him outside. I may not ever see him again. He's that kind of cat where you would just go. So, yeah. But yeah, this is my backyard. Welcome. Just hanging out. Nice, beautiful, warm day in Boston here. Got the sound of the birds in the trees. Enjoying it. Yeah, and Doge is the people's currency. Exactly. I know. He doesn't make fun of Doge. He loves it. Exactly. Bitcoin might go down to 100K. I think 104 is probably as low as it's going to go now. A nature stream. I know, right? Enjoying nature. Out touching grass. It's not a pond. On this side over here, there's a fountain that's built in there. It's kind of like a pond. It's a fountain. Basically, it's a little waterfall that's built into the rocks. But I don't have it turned on. But you're right, Charles. Right over there. That part right there is actually built to be a little recirculating. There's a little pump on the other side. And a hose that goes back up underground and shoots the water back out. But we haven't turned it on. Someone needs to tell Steak and Shake they need to use Dogecoin. I did. I told them while I was there at the Bitcoin conference last week. I told them, you need to accept Dogecoin. You would get so much better response. You'd get better advertising, free advertising from the Dogecoin community. And he was like, yeah, we're just doing Bitcoin right now. I was like, okay. Keep thinking about Doge. So a cult Doge price will stay the same while more Doge is minting. Basically, that's what happens. People are always buying Doge. And also, because Dogecoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency, the new Doge that's created is going to the miners. It's not just flooding the market. It's not like 10,000 Doge are being sold every minute. That's not how it works. It's going to the miners. And right now, the miners, even on the Bitcoin side, They're only selling what little they absolutely have to pay their bills. They are hoarding. They are collecting. But Doge can go on big runs. We've seen it. I mean, 2021, Dogecoin had 10,000 new coins every minute, and it went up to 73 cents. Nothing changed between now and then. In November, Doge went up to 48 cents. Still 10,000 new coins every minute. Nothing changed. I bought the dip here. I bought the dip. Let me show you. I bought the dip here at 19. Well, actually, that one was 21 on the 28th of May. And then I bought this dip right here. I bought that dip last Friday when it hit 19.6. And now I don't have any more cash available to buy. So I missed out on the 18-cent Doge, but I got 19-cent Doge right there. I posted it on X when I bought it. You always hit the like button first thing. Yeah, a lot of other people don't, though. RWA coins. There's a lot of RWA stuff going on. And you know what? Dogecoin is actually going to go into RWA business with Doge OS. I hear somebody's building an app on Dogecoin with Doge OS. I don't know how that's all going to play out. We're still very early. So 104 degrees in South Texas. Yeah, hot down there. Never say never. I'm the best. Never say never. DGen's not invited. The DGens are invited. This is not going to be at my house. You just long Doge 20x at 18.8, Matthew. 18.8. All right, we'll see. Good luck. Ryan says it'll hit. I'm the best as a bear. So he says you're going to get liquidated. Convinced we're going to 15 cents. I'm not so sure. Woof, woof. Aussie, good morning to you. Yep. Is the Pax cat hiding in the bushes? No, the Pax cat is inside looking at me. And he's like, no, I want to come out. No, no. Yeah. They should use Dogecoin. It's a better currency than Bitcoin. If Steak and Shake accepted Dogecoin, they would get so many more purchases using crypto than Bitcoin. People are going to spend their Bitcoin to buy a Bitcoin burger. It's like, Steak and Shake isn't exactly cheap either. All right, then why the hell are you even here then? If that's your attitude, just leave. We had this discussion yesterday. She, Pepe, Floki, Bonk will all pass Doge. Then just get the hell out of here. You're ruining my beautiful day. Right, Peter? This guy who calls himself the best, who's absolutely not, is ruining my day. And I'm outside here. I'm outside having fun. And I get the stupid bear. Not happy. I'll ban you if you say more stupid things. Seriously. It's dumb. All right, RR, good night. Wish I had more money. Me too. Did I talk about the China crypto ban? The China crypto ban comes every year. Every year, there's more China crypto ban stuff. Hey, Knockstars, good luck. 10 cents, whatever. You'll just never buy then. Sunshine. Thank you, Joe DeBenny. Yeah, I think Pepe already top 2 on the best. That is truth. Yeah, you should just whoever that is on Instagram, just report them. That's not me. I'm still holding peak, way down, just holding it. You've got your windows open, and when I hear the birds, I'm like, are those my birds or Chris's birds? They're my birds. They're loud. These birds are really loud here. The Doge ETF is coming in this fall. I'm the best. Shiba is not going to get an ETF. Dude, Shiba's not going to get an ETF. Doge is going to get an ETF. Doge is proof of work cryptocurrency. Not Shiba. I'm not using my Doge to buy a burger. What if Doge went up to $1, Bruce? Then would you use it to buy a burger? Think of the buying power you had. If you bought it at 20 cents, you get 5 times the buying power. That takes that expensive Steak and Shake burger from like $15 all the way down to like $3 of your actual, what you actually spent. Would you buy it then? That's the power of Dogecoin. You buy it now, you spend it when it goes up. That's the power of Doge. I know, I give people a chance sometimes. Talking retail, given average worldwide, what amount of Doge is considered a retail whale? No, we figured, we did this last year during a live stream. We looked at the top holders and we figured you needed to have 20 million Dogecoin to be a whale. 20 million. Because that got you in the top 200. So you needed 20 million Dogecoin to be a whale. That's when you could actually move the market. 20 million. I know K-Mac, right? I remember. And you're also the one that I told you that the Florida Panthers were going to do well in hockey, and look, they're in the finals now. You didn't believe me. Because they're a gritty team. Gritty team. Connor McDavid is good, though. It's going to be a good series with the Oilers. I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I can't watch that much hockey anymore. Yeah, 100,000 coins, not that much. 20 million is a whale. I look like I've been crying. No, I'm squinting. I'm squinting because of the sun. I'm in the shade a little bit, but there's a sun over there, and I'm squinting. Not crying. What brand are these glasses? I don't know. They're these frameless. They're the frameless kind that are varying, so that I can look up or down, and I can change my focus. But I don't know what brand they are. They're just a generic frameless. I don't even know if it says anywhere. There's a little logo on the side, but there's no name. I have no idea what it is. No idea. They work. That's what I know. Oh. Every time I hear sheep, I throw up a little. You know what? I've got something for that right here. I've got something for that. You got your Doge miner, Peter? Awesome. I met a guy who does hosting of miners. And I might go that route. Because I was talking to him about, having a miner in my house. Well, I talked to the guy at Bitmain first. And the guy at the Bitmain booth said, you don't want an Antminer L9 in your house. Way too loud. Way too loud. Even if you put it in your basement, you're going to hear that thing. It's going to be wailing. Like, too loud. And he said, go talk to Mike over there at the Terra booth. And so I went over to and met Mike at the Terra booth. And actually, it's not too bad of a deal. It's not too bad of a deal. You basically get your miner just shipped to him. They set it up for a little fee for you. And then they host the miner. And the electricity that you pay where he hosts them, it's like 8 cents. I pay 13 in Boston. 13 cents in Boston for power. So it's 8 cents where Terra is. So it's like, I mean, that pays for the hosting. More than pays for the hosting. So I might do that. And Doge isn't even down that much, I know. But people just seem to like to be bears. Hey, Lee, how are you? You are not a whale, Bruce. Not a whale. Teddy Bruschi, right, James? Teddy Bruschi. You know it. DW, I'm just short 19.5. Just a little bit. Just a little bit short. Oh, Miami Boy's back. Casino Coin. Casino Coin watch. What do we got for Casino Coin today? I have not been watching it. I did reference you, though, in my video the other day, right? Casino Coin. 0.0001. And you think it's going to a penny? No, dude. No. Not happening. I'm going to enjoy your moment here, but no. How high did it get at its all-time high here? Last December, 0.0003. Dude, not going to a penny. Not going to a penny. You're like one of those Sheeb or Pepe people that think Sheeb and Pepe are going to a penny. And they're not. Too many zeros. Casino Coin ain't going there, dude. But good luck. Good luck. It went to 0.008. I see 0.0004. There's no 0.008. 0.0004 is as high as it got. And it hit it 3 times. That's 3 zeros, dude. Not 0.008. And look what it did. It just sold off each time. Okay, whatever, Miami Boy. I'm done looking at it. Good luck with it. I'm not investing in it. Don't believe in it. It's just a token. 1882, Yali. Not quite filled your limit order yet. Demo from Canada. Doge all the way. Awesome. You thought they were Cartier? No, these are not Cartier glasses. No. There's some generic thing. You can blast off to the metaverse fantasy with Fart Coin. I love it. The smelly coin. Could Doge have hit its bottom at 18.7? 1869. That's what I called, right? The other day I said 1869, bottoming out. You have lots of money. Alición, what are you doing with lots of money? Yeah, send it to me. Oh, Mother Goose, I know. It's coming up again, isn't it? It's coming up again. Look out. It's coming up again. Hey, Christoph. Yo. We're outside here in Boston. There's a CME gap at $1. At $1. Everything over 73 cents is a gap. It's got to fill it all the way up. Pride Month. That's ridiculous. Pride Month. Kind of feel like picking up some Trump. You want some Trump collectibles? Do you want some Trump collectibles? Oh, man, I'm so far down on those. I was going to sell at $16, and then it didn't quite make it. It made it like $15.8. And now it's back down to $10.76. I should have sold. Oh, man. Now that's, I know, I shouldn't say shoulda, woulda, coulda, but $10 for the Trump coin token thing, whatever it is. Now, good luck. I still have my 100 Trump collectibles. Still have them. Doge, the mid-30s in July. No, maybe the fall. When $18. I really don't know how much Doge I should buy. Well, it's not an all or nothing thing, Ollie. So maybe just start dollar cost averaging, just buying little bits on dips. Kind of crawling upwards, but it broke down right here. It broke underneath the upwards crawl. So, I mean, Yealy has identified 18.7, right? So this is what we were looking at yesterday, was this sort of upward crawl they call it, but it broke down. So 18.7, 18.8. I called the bottom at 18.69 just because it's got a 69 in it. Just, yeah, it's good. 18.69. Right? 1869. But yeah, you can just buy little bits. There's gonna be dips all summer long. I don't know at what level. I'd like to think we get over 20 cents, and then the dips are in the 20s instead of the teens. ETH can help make that happen if ETH decides to like really take off. That's kind of what we're watching. How much am I down on Trump? I bought it at like $33. So at $11, I'm down 66%. That's pretty bad. That's how much I'm down with 100 coins. So I spent $3,300 and now it's worth $1,100. So a couple $1,000. Would a spare $500 be better put into ADA or ETH or lower your Doge average? Well, Nelson, I mean, that's your call. I think in the fall, all three of them are going to do well. A lot of people looking at ETH right now, heavy buying into their ETFs. What's going on? Vitalik has all these big plans. But ETH is like turned into like slow and steady kind of thing. And Bitcoin has totally outperformed ETH up to now, but we're starting to see that turn around. We were just looking at that a little earlier on the stream here because this guy is looking at this ETH Bitcoin, and then he got a buy signal here in May, a buy signal. It flipped over from sell to buy on whatever this chart is. So ETH versus Bitcoin could take off. If Casino Coin hits a penny, you're going to send me 10,000 USDT. Okay. I'm not going to hold my breath though. But I get it. Yep. Best vitamin D. The best way to get vitamin D is to actually have the sun on your skin. I believe it has helped me stay healthy. Firmly believe that. And it also gives me a better outlook on life, being outside. So, but hey, that's just me. Wait for it. Doge will be mooning. Folks will be asking, is now a good time? Exactly, Aussie. Yep. Happens all the time. Should I buy now? Just like, had a lot of opportunity in the month of April, the month of May, to buy at lower prices than we are now. There were some lizards back there in the mulch. There could have been. You know, there could have been some lizards. Your average is 30 cents on Doge. Yeah, just wait. I'm pretty sure it's going to get back up there. You're down 2,000 on Doge. Yep, I'm not down 2,000 on Trump. Stupid Trump collectible. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll buy some of that. Not one of my better plays. DCA, have a plan, take profits. All of that. We all talk about that. Your uncle bought Trump at the top. His first coin was Trump, really? And then, but he sold it. That's good. He didn't hold on to it like I did. Well, I didn't buy it up there at like $60, $70 like some people. I waited for it to come down. It came up a little bit. I was like, okay, turning around. Then there was a dip. I bought it on that dip. And then it slowly, over the next few months, has gone down, down, down lower. Oh, I admit my losses. Yeah. Forks. I'm not one of those like Rover who's like, everything is a win. Everything is positive. It's like, hey, I lost on optimism and Arbitrum from 2022 to 2024, 2023 to 2025. I sold them for losses. I had a little more in optimism than Arbitrum, but I sold them for losses. I just needed the cash to buy the house. So it's like I took the L on those. Hey, it helps my profit, right? Don't have to pay as much capital gains tax if you have some losses in there, right? Cuts down on my capital gains taxes. If I have a few L's. Loop ring, that was a loss. So it was loop ring, optimism, Arbitrum, and Bohm. I lost money on Bohm. Those are my 4 L's. And now I have Trump. Trump is an L. You were saying fall. Yes. Where could it go? I have a video for you to watch. I made it on January 1st. My 2025 Dogecoin price prediction. And in that, I said fall 2025. And people are just like, why the fall? And I've been saying it over and over again and again and again, from X money to ETFs. Those are the big things. That's all going to happen in the fall. So that's why I'm hyped on Doge in the fall. We just have to get there. So in the summer, we're going to have this up and down like we're having now. And there's going to be bears who are going to go, oh, Doge has no value. Doge is inflationary. Doge this. It's like, dude, then why are you even here? If you're going to bitch and complain about it, why are you even here? Why did you buy it? It hasn't changed. Doge is a proof of work cryptocurrency. New 10,000 Doge every minute goes to the miners who are validating the transactions on the blockchain to keep Dogecoin safe and secure. There's never been a hack on the Dogecoin blockchain. Doge has never been hacked, guys. You hear about all these other tokens all getting hacked, not Doge. And it's an OG. 11 years strong for Dogecoin. Just churning out, churning Doge. And big things are being built, guys. Big things being built. Pennybag says, look, the Dogecoin army knows what's up. Doge isn't just a meme, it's a movement. It's leading the way for decentralized finance. And the decentralized finance there is not a store of value. It's not gold. It's not a bank. It's a currency. It's a currency to be spent, to be used. And the power of the currency is you buy it low, and then when the price goes up on Doge, then you use it as a currency with the power of that increase in the Dogecoin price. And then when you have more available cash, you just buy more on the dip. Continues. It's the power of Doge. The dollar doesn't have that. What is the dollar doing? The dollar is just inflating away. It continues to inflate away every minute, every hour, every day. Less and less buying power with the dollar. But Dogecoin has the power of exponential increases in price that the dollar will never see. And if you think of that and use that as a currency, then like we said, you buy Doge at 20, Doge goes to $1, you have 5 times the buying power. You'll never get that with the dollar or a euro or a Canadian dollar or an Australian dollar or a peso, or you'll never get that. That's the beauty of Dogecoin. And if you believe in the power of the people, you know what to do. Bag more Dogecoin today. Bag more Dogecoin today. Because that's the future. That's what some of us think anyway. I think that it's going to take a while. Yes, adoption of new technology, it takes a while. So a lot of people not even in on Bitcoin yet. A lot of companies, I mean, Meta, right? Might say with Microsoft, right? The idea came to the board of them to start buying some Bitcoin, right? And holding some Bitcoin in the reserve. And they voted no. They voted no. So, yep. Adoption will be slow. Patience, exactly. Patience. Hoping. I used to live in Florida. I went to the University of Miami. I know Florida very well. But my family, my friends are all up here in Boston. So I stay here. I travel down to Florida every year, though. And once I retire from my job, I'll probably be spending most of my Januaries, Februaries, and March in places like Florida. I'm not going to buy in Florida, though. I'll just do Airbnbs, maybe crash on Bruce and Monica's couch or something. I'll just crash on your couch. You don't mind, do you? Yep, I bought Trump token because it was a collectible, thinking the price would go back up. It just hasn't yet. You could buy another 15,000 Doge, but think you should wait a little. Yep. Hey, 1877 now. This is, I mean, Yealy has his limit order at 18.7, and it looks like it might hit here. Sheep did dump harder than Doge. We looked it up last week. Pepe, Whiff, Bonk, Sheep all dumped harder from the highs in early December to the lows. Facts. You like the new setup, Victor? It's just outside. Just for today. Who let the Doge out? 40 cal, you're at 2029. And, you know, if you can buy a little more down on the dips, you lower that average. If you believe in Doge. But if that's all you got, that's all you got. So you have to wait. A 1-year anniversary of Trump, the unaliving attempt. Forget that. The unaliving attempt. Could there be a Trump coin pump? You never know, right? Exactly. It's not an L until you sell. I have lots of videos. You know, I have over 1,000 videos on my channel now. Oh, it's over 1,000. I got lots of stuff. Still going. You also lost on loop ring? Yep, me too. Thank you, Will. Love in the backyard. It's very nice. We have a sunroom over to the side. Just looks out into this beautiful landscape here. Just enjoying life. Working. Still believe in crypto. Still believe it's going to be a challenge. A lot of bears around. Still. But that's all right. It's all good. How long has Doge been in the top 10? Since 2014. Do you believe that? Do you believe Dogecoin was in the top 10 in 2014? It fell out of the top 10 in like 2019 for a little bit, but then in 2020 came back up. Yep. 2014, Dogecoin was a top 10 crypto. I know. Respond to the bear. Sure. Hey, again, some eventually will learn and understand. Some will just fight it and battle it, whatever. But I'm used to it. I think that once we have more certainty, the world more stable, Doge will explode. We just need that big adoption. We need that big catalyst, right? In October, you should put stacks of cash in the video and say, I told you so. It would be stacks of Dogecoin, though. It wouldn't be cash. It would be Doge. Just take get like a big handful, right, of those collectible Dogecoins, right, and say, see, told you so. Yeah, couch surfing. Down in Bruce and Monica's. They won't mind. Go Canes. I know, right? They're going to have another great football team this year. You're the class of 11? Are you? 87. I'm an old fart. Class of 87. Actually, the dean of the School of Architecture is up here in Boston on Friday. I'm going to an alumni reception with the dean of the School of Architecture on Friday night. I'm welcome anytime. We have the room, but no couch. What do you mean no couch? You get the floor. You get a sleeping bag on the floor. And where's Miss KrissPax going to stay? It's time to draw a new line. Yeah. I'll get to it. Just don't have the energy right now. All eyes on Doge at the garden party? Sure, we could do that. Let's have a garden party. Concert time.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
And I'm not doing that dance. I'm not doing that dance. No. I'm just kicking back here in the backyard, but not doing the dance. So you said Doge running to 33.45 more likely the fall. The fall. I'm not predicting any big runs this summer, but I'm not predicting any big drops either. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Hey, DC, how are you? Got 1887. 1887. Right now, we're almost to Yealy's buy-in price at 1870. It's now 1875. So little dip action going on at the moment. Bruce and Monica sold the couch for Doge. Yeah, their apartment is just like totally empty, right? It's totally empty. Just has a mattress in the corner, right? And everything else is all in Dogecoin. What are my thoughts on Chainlink? UDCA down to 1323. Once it gets to the 14 range, that's going to be just a small little sliver of a profit, though. I mean, I sold my Chainlink up here at $23. That's where I sold my Chainlink. Let me get that on the screen here. So I sold that back on February 1st, $23. That's where I sold my Chainlink. It went as high as $30 already this cycle. So if you think Doge can get up to 48 cents, Chainlink should be able to get up $25, $30. I sold at 23. So maybe 23 is a target. I don't know. Chainlink has all sorts of great things going for it. It just isn't one of those coins or tokens that really takes off. But I mean, everything in November, December was going crazy. So Chainlink followed along. But yeah, $23. Hey, we get the dancing Doge here live. All right. No other crypto on TradingView has anything like a dancing Doge. Only Dogecoin. That's why we're so special. Meaning you don't have to sleep on the couch. Oh, you got a guest room. Nice. All right. We'll take it. Crypto Costa, 15.5. I'm not doing Dogecoin dance on the patio. No. When's my next stream? Thursday afternoon. Indoors. Indoors on Thursday. It's going to be 90 degrees tomorrow here in Boston and really humid. And I'd be like dying out here. So we'll be back inside tomorrow. No stream on Friday this week. Unfortunately, no live stream on Friday. Maybe do a late night one. I don't know. Friday night late, there's not a lot of people are going to be here. I don't think. Not a lot of people will be here. But we'll see how I am after the alumni event. I bought all I can right now. All right. The bear cleanse. Yeah, they're hanging around. You've been buying all morning, CDC. Oh, you're going to be selling everything to go RVing full time. Can I fit a 40-foot RV in my driveway? Yes, I can, Bruce, actually. Actually, I can. And I got an extension cord too. Can power you right up. You're all set. Come on up to Boston. What's going to happen in the next 24 hours? This. This is what's going to happen. Sideways, up and down. That's it. It's summertime now. Sideways, up and down. I guess we'll wait and see. Curious what's possible for the Doge. Yeah, I just say wait for the fall. I know you guys want it all now, but I'm just being real. It's not going to happen. No, I'm in the shade here, DJ Dan. I'm in the shade. Thank you, CDC. Look at this wall here. Look at that wall. The craftsmanship to make that wall was awesome. There's no mortar on the wall, just the flat pieces at the top to smooth out the top. But all of those individual stones, each individual one, is all placed by hand. They just don't do stuff like that anywhere. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Yeah, the big beautiful bill is terrible, Danny. It's terrible. We talked about that yesterday. It's just Congress doing Congress stuff. Still feeding their pork barrel projects, not reducing anything, just adding more. Adding. We got some people who'll be here late Friday for a live. I might do it. Mooch docking. I know. You can mooch. You can mooch in Boston. Yeah, as we got a dip going on. Some people are buying on the dip. 100x leverage? Are you crazy? I know, right? Mainly music. That's it. I mean, it's good quality. And it's a long wall too. It goes quite a distance. And it is just straight. When I say big possible, I mean over the next 10 years, not tomorrow. I do get a lot of that. Yes. We'll just do the fall first. We'll see what happens. So 1874 now on Doge on this dip. Is Yealy going to get his limit order hit at 1870? That's what we're watching right now. Bitcoin is at 1047. Bitcoin is still bouncing off of its sloping support line. Doge went down as typical on a red day. Doge goes down a little harder. So we got that. We're watching. Yeah, the stack stone. It's just like So nice. Really, really nice. My average is probably around 7.5 cents. I haven't calculated it. Since I did the big sale back in January, I've been adding back in. And I haven't, I need to do a wholesale, like redo my spreadsheets because I sold so many different things. I just need to like start over with a new spreadsheet, I think. And I bought Doge on crypto.com, on Coinbase, on Robinhood. I've got a bunch on the MyDoge wallet. I've got a bunch on Exodus wallet. Got some in my ledger. I mean, it's all over the place. So I'm going to have to clean that up, but I've got the rest of the year to do that. Hey, Revo from Milwaukee. Hey, I got a deal for you. Will you take Jaylen Brown for Giannis in Milwaukee? I don't know if you're a basketball fan, but would you do that? Would you take Jaylen Brown for Giannis? If you're a basketball fan. Just asking. Asking for a friend. Hey, D, how are you? Cigar time? Just having an outdoor beer. Who let the Doge out? We're just outdoors, just kicking, hanging out. Decided to sit outside today. Waiting for that Christmas Doge. We could have a nice December. I'm at about 450,000 Dogecoin, 40 cal. About 450,000 now. I sold over 2 million. Whoa, Kriss sold his Dogecoin. Oh. Guys, I told you what my plan was. And now I'm living it. I'm living it. I would not be in this house if it weren't for crypto. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. Couldn't have afforded this neighborhood. Couldn't have afforded this house if it wasn't for crypto. That was our plan for this cycle. And in November, December, when Doge went up 300%, most crypto was up 200%. We were looking at each other like, you know what? We could buy a house now. We could buy a house now. So that's what we did. So, I mean, why are you investing in crypto, right? To make money? That's what most people are. Some say don't sell your Dogecoin, but I mean, honestly, you're buying Doge because why? You want the price to go up and make money. Let's be honest, right? That's what most of us are here for. Now, out of all the crypto that I had, and if you remember, last fall, I had a video, right? And I showed you my $1 million portfolio. Remember that? $1 million portfolio. I had 22 different cryptos at the time. It actually went up to about 25, something like that. And I showed you. And I showed you which ones were doing well, which ones weren't doing well, right? Where I stood. And that was in October, before the election. And what did I say was going to happen at the election? We were buying on the dips because I was like, man, this is going to take off. And I had videos leading up to the election saying, buy, buy, buy. Not financial advice, but I also told you what my plan was. My plan was to take profits, buy a house. And as Doge started going up, I did another video about how to DCA out, right? How to take profits and what my plan was. And then I sold some Doge at 42 cents and people were freaking out. Oh, Kriss sold Doge. And I'm just like, guys, what are we here for? What are we here for? So I told you all along what I was doing for the past 2.5 years. And because I was able to sell, make profit, and buy something like this, I mean, I don't know what else to say. But that doesn't mean my crypto career is over. No, I'm buying more. I'm buying back in. Because guess what? I don't have rent. I don't have a mortgage, right? I just have to pay the property tax. That's it. And the utilities. The utilities really aren't that bad. That's it. So you can do it too. Did I get a head start? A little bit. I bought Doge at 2 cents. It was my first 500,000 Doge. And I told you guys that. Told you that story. And then just built it up from there. Now, it did take selling my house. That was the big move, right? It gave me the equity to really go all in. And that was the story. So the Yingling, yeah, I know, right? Yingling, traditional lager. Look at that. Look at that. Cheers, everyone. The market makers. Alan, there's different types of market makers. Some are hired by the exchange directly, and some are third-party companies the exchange is hire in order to make the market. And I've talked about that a lot. Just at this point, you can do some research on it yourself. Just ask Grok. Have some fun with Grok with it. And Grok will tell you all about market makers. Ask him to be crude. It'll be fun. Be crude. He'll tell you all about the market makers. Slowly but surely accumulating more crypto mining stocks. We'll probably do well. Later this summer, I'm going to be going through the process of getting a miner and mining Dogecoin. There's no absolute highest, Alición. Ali, there's no absolute highest. I really hope we get at least a bit of a bump. I did my June price prediction video. I don't know if you guys watched that. Thank you, Alan. Yeah, CDC, exactly. It's been 8 months since the last pump. Oz, if you've been listening to me, you know it's going to be the fall. Fall 2025. The market maker meanies. I mean, they do play a role, more in stocks than crypto, but it's to keep huge wild swings from happening on the biggest cryptos. There's no market makers for the pump.fund tokens. That's all done by liquidity pools. But there's a lot of market makers for Bitcoin, Doge, ETH. On every exchange, they have their own. And they do not want guys like James winning on 40x leverage trades. So they're going to take them out. Yingling, the oldest brewing company in America. I know, right? I still don't know where the name Yingling came from. It just seems like, wait, that's American? Doesn't sound American. I thought Budweiser was older than Yingling. Guess not. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Here you go. Congratulations, Pottsville. A cleansing ale. Yes, waiting. I know, it's hard. We're sitting here in June, and I'm saying wait till the fall. What's going to keep you guys coming back? I don't know. Boredom? Come here for the entertaining value of KrissPax? I don't know. If you're buying Doge, hoping the price will go up anytime soon, that's not the point. The point is buy on the dips and be patient. CDC, couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better. Here's Doge back up to 1884. Like I said, up and down, right? It'll be back up to 19 cents. Probably tonight. Just the way it is. Fountain or stairs? That is a fountain. I haven't turned it on. It's actually formed in stone as a stream, to be a stream rolling down, and then there's a pool there, and then over on the other side there's a tank where the water collects in, and there's a pump there, and then there's a hose that goes underneath back up to the top, and so it recirculates the water. We just haven't turned it on. Pretty cool though, all made out of stone. It's pretty cool. Yes, agreed. Cool. Advice me, Hamid. Sell right away or hold. I can only tell you what I'm doing. I can't advise you. I can't tell you what to do, Hamid. I'm not selling. I'm waiting till the fall. It's going to be a long summer, I know. Ups and downs. I'm waiting for the fall before I do selling of any type in crypto now. I'm not selling anything. Now, if there happened to be in the middle of the summer some huge spike in the price of Dogecoin because of some hype news, I might consider doing another swing trade. If all of a sudden Doge spiked up to 25 cents right now, I would probably take my 50,000 Doge that I just recently did a swing trade on, and I would probably do that again because it's not going to hold in the middle of the summer. If it's on hype. If it's a real news event and it's real utility and it's a real thing for Doge, that'd be different. I just don't see that happen. But we'll see. James is still winning. The market makers haven't taken him out yet. Not completely. This morning, 240 Bitcoin. 240 Bitcoin got taken out at 1047. Liquidation close. 240 Bitcoin at 1047. And that was this dip this morning right there. Right? No, it was this one. It was that dip. Took out that trade. But he still has other trades open, but that one got taken out. So we're turning around now. Sorry, Yeely, your 18.7 didn't hit. About to hit 18.9. Heading back up. That doesn't mean it won't maybe come over and drop down lower again later, but right now it's looking like a reversal. What's the lowest the price can go? 0. It can go to 0. Will it? No. All I heard was the word pump. There's a little pump over there. Exactly. There's a little pump. And then a green candle shows up on the Doge chart because Kriss said pump. Comfortably following the Doge price, a little skittish on BTC price to buy. Right now, I believe that the Doge Bitcoin trading pair is so low right now. Here, let me show you. The Doge Bitcoin trading pair is so low I would not be buying Bitcoin right now. I'll be buying Doge. If you want Bitcoin, you buy Doge here, right? And then once the Doge Bitcoin trading pair goes from 18 up to 28, then you can flip it over to Bitcoin. And you'll end up with more Bitcoin that way. And that's the Doge versus Bitcoin trading pair. That's what I'm watching. If I wanted to buy Bitcoin now, I'll buy Doge. And I'll wait for the Doge Bitcoin trading pair to go up. And then flip the Doge over to Bitcoin. Like I said, you'll get more Bitcoin that way. That's the play. Doge is moving back up, guys. 1893 now. I know it's still low. I got it. But I've always said on red days, when Bitcoin goes down, Dogecoin always goes down harder. You guys have heard me say it a million times. That's the truth. That's what happens. Even the birds know that. The birds hear me. They're like, Kriss, yeah, we know. We've heard you. The Doge community heard about the Yeely line. Another trolling you. Sorry, Yeely, you're now famous or infamous. 18.7 limit order didn't hit. Exactly, Adam. 0, but it won't. Patience. James Wynn took a long leverage position. Is there an expiration date? And if so, how long of a timeline would that typically be? I do not trade with leverage, so I don't personally know, but I have heard and read a lot about it. And you can keep a leverage position open as long as you want. You have to keep paying a recurring fee on it. And I don't know if it's like every day or something, but there's some kind of fee you pay to keep the trade open. I think it's a daily fee. Someone tell me in the chat if that's true. There's no fee. I think maybe it depends on what exchange you're trading on. I thought there was a fee to keep it open. But if not, yeah, you can. I mean, there's a lot of long Bitcoin leverage trades that have been open for months, that they've opened at like 50K and they still have it open. And they're way up on their money, but they're not ready to cash out yet. So yeah, you can do that. The Doge pump is in the rocks. I agree. Yeah, ETH is holding well right now. ETH is in the green today. Bitcoin and Doge are in the red. And we looked at Income Sharks here. This is the ETH versus Bitcoin chart. And he's saying, look, ETH was in a buy back in May, and it is outperforming Bitcoin now for the last month. ETH has been outperforming Bitcoin. Is this a sign of the coming alt season? Is ETH about to explode? Maybe. Or is it another fake out like we had up here back in November, December? I don't know. But there are many calling for ETH right now. ETH ETFs for the past month have all been positive. More buyers than sellers in the ETFs. It's a good sign. I know, DB, right? I told you a million times. But yet someone always comes in and says, how come Doge is dropping? And I'm like, yep. Or I could check the birds. I know, right? Hey, birdies. Hey, birdies. You can actually get paid to keep your leverage trade open. You get paid to keep it open, really. Hey, Kilmar. I know, right? Beautiful day here. Yeah, I saw it in the forecast, and I'm like, yeah, just hang out outside, do live stream outside. It's pretty nice. It was a pain lugging some of the stuff out here, but because you know me, I'm OCD, right? I gotta have things set up right, so I can do all this stuff. I don't want to do like just like a phone live stream, and it's just like, yeah, you guys want quality here. You come here for the quality. It's like, it's good quality here. Good quality live stream. Oh, hey, all the Pax birds. The Pax birds are up here. They're everywhere. I know the cat's around somewhere. I can't. Yeah, I don't see him right now. He was at the door earlier. Woo! You sound like mopey teenagers. Yeah, I didn't even bring the 8-ball out. Left it inside. Top quality, I know, right? You get the best here. You get the best. And just because well, I should say some of you, because some of you don't believe what I have to say, I mean, that's okay. I don't mind having the conversation. If you're a bear and you think the price is going down, just tell me why. Don't just be a jerk and say, oh, it's dropping to 10 cents. Tell me why. Why do you think that? I'm happy to have the conversation. But most of the bears don't do that. Just want to be jerks. You're wrong. Pepe's better. Sheeb's better. I'm just like, I did that whole live stream yesterday. It's not a competition. Remember that? That was just yesterday. It's not a competition. Bruce, I didn't even think about Snoopy. He's in there all alone. He's all alone. Pax Cat won't even go in there if I'm not in there. Snoopy's all alone. Getting whiter. Getting whiter. Yeah, Jason. I told you. Here I am. Welcome. We're outside. We're watching Dogecoin. Yearly almost hit an 18.7 cent limit order. It didn't quite hit. And now we're coming back up. 18.95 now. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a pretty good spot. We like it. We're very happy. I said earlier in the stream, I told the story, it's like, because we bought this place in January. Well, finished in February. But there was like snow and ice on the ground. It's like, it was all barren. We had no idea what it was going to look like come spring. We had no idea. It's just a green screen. It's just a green screen. Okay, guys. All right, here we go. Not a green screen. It's not a green screen. You can't make green screens do this. There you go. It's real. Very realistic. You guys. Oh. Ah, that was good. I know, you saw my knees. Beautiful day. I'm wearing short pants. You can wear long pants outside. No. You're only half right. I do have the Boomer New Balances. But those were not jean shorts. No. They're pleated. They're nice. But I do have the New Balances. Yes. You did see that correctly. If that's your backyard, really nice. Thank you, Kilmar. It is. Yeely will have to change his limit order to 19 cents. Maybe. If Yeely's still around, I don't know what he's going to do. Get some color on them sneakers. I got some other sneakers. These are just the ones I happen to wear today. I've got more than one pair of sneakers, but these are my OG New Balances. I just put these on. I wasn't expecting anybody to actually see them. No degen cutoffs. An AI green screen. And those are AI birds too, right? Did you hear? This is all the Matrix anyway, right? None of it is real. It's all the Matrix. Am I buying a Corvette? No, I'm not buying a Corvette next year. No. We've had a lot of discussions in the house about what my next car should be. If Dogecoin goes to $1, what am I going to get? Right? What am I going to get? Haven't decided yet. There's some nice BMWs. Special edition BMWs. Might get one of those. See ya, Forks? A Polestar? No. I don't know how long Polestar is going to be around. OG New Balances, I know, right? Not a Camaro. Corvette, Camaro, what is it with Chevys? Monica has a BMW. See, a BMW special edition, though. That'd be nice. You love them BMWs. See? I have to get 2 cars because Doge is going to $2. Oh, there you go. Right? Oh. So things should heat up this fall. Yep. I don't know the exact date. I didn't do the math on the 240 days for the SEC, so I don't know when exact. Once we start getting closer to that date, then we'll have some countdowns. But I don't know if it's early or late. I don't know. It's the date after the SEC accepted the application, and there's some formal process there. And I don't think anyone really knows that. Hey, look at that, guys. 19-cent Dogecoin again. Sorry, Yeely. So close to hitting that limit order. Now we're at 19 cents. If Miss Crack, no, say this is the thing. So Miss KrissPax, she doesn't drive. She doesn't drive. I'll admit that. She doesn't drive. But she wants a BMW for herself. And I'm like, what? You want a car, but you're not driving? What? Because we're in the city. I mean, she can just take public transportation everywhere. So we'll see. We'll see what we do with the car situation. You've got cardigan sweaters? I don't have any of those. I don't think so. I might have one from my father, but all the indicators are saying big move ahead. All the influencers are talking about it, but I say not until the fall. That's correct, because Kriss is correct and all those other influencers are wrong. Mark my words. Mark my words. Kriss is correct. All of the other influencers are wrong. And I say that every time I look at one of Trader Allen's stupid little fractals from last November, and I'm just like, we're not going to have that big run this summer. There's no big event that's happening this summer that's going to cause Dogecoin to go up 200%. It's just the reality of it. Now you can go and you can listen to those other influencers and you can get all your hopes up. But when it doesn't happen, you come crying back to me and say, how come Doge is down? I'm just like, I told you. I told you. All right, but that's life, right? The Bugatti. A 2010 328i. Yeah, I want a new one, though. I want brand new. Brand new, special edition. A Toyota Supra. Now, those new Supras do look nice. I will give them that. There was just something in the background. Yeah, I'm not watching the background. It's probably a bird. Could have been a chipmunk. We had a lot of chipmunks, a lot of squirrels. Could have been a chipmunk or a squirrel. There's a lot of them. My daughter called me on some all-white Adidas I was sporting. She told me I was one step away from New Balances. Yep. I do have the classic boomer New Balances. Marking those words. Kilmar, I'm just like, I've been around. I've been around a lot of summers. I know what the summers are like. Remember 2 years ago? What were we doing during the summers? We were buying. We were buying on the dip. We were buying 6-cent Dogecoin 2 summers ago. We were buying Jasmy at 0.003. We were buying Bitcoin at $25,000 2 summers ago. And there were no pumps. There were no pumps. Last summer, what were we doing? We were buying, again, on the dips. Were there any pumps last summer? No. There were no pumps last summer. So what's going to happen this summer? So magically, some big pump is just going to come out of nowhere? No. It's not. I would love to be wrong. I would love to be completely wrong. See a huge pump, everybody gets rich. Awesome. But you know me. I'm not going to get your hopes up from me. So you go listen to those other influencers, and they will tell you there's going to be a big pump. And then you come back to me, oh, Kriss doesn't say till the fall. We'll see what happens. There's no black bears in Boston. Go ask the guy up in Maine. A lot of black bears up in Maine. There's no bears. Squatch. Well, this is the city. This is urban. Oh, we got squirrels and we got birds and we got chipmunks. You like the Star Trek reference? You like that? That was funny. That was a good one. Resistance is futile. Hey, you know, in times like this, right? The market's just going sideways. It really is. It's just going sideways. It's been going sideways for almost a week now. And I told you guys this was going to happen. It's going sideways. You got to make it interesting somehow, right? So why not just throw in a few different references? I mean, like, who let the Doge out? I mean, right? The whole outside thing, you get it? Doge, yeah, it's just like, got to have some fun. can't take life too seriously. I know it's money, it's finances. You've got a bunch of money thrown into this, but if you have so much money tied up in cryptocurrency that you're worried about it, then you've over leveraged yourself. You shouldn't have bought so much crypto. Because you can't do that. Crypto is volatile. It could go down. It's just the way it is. You were at the Bitcoin conference? Oh, I was too. You were in George's last video. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't watch George's video. I saw that he had one walking around. I did one walking around. I did mine before he did his. No lions, no tigers, no bears. Oh my. In 2 years, people will call us legends for buying at 20 cents. Maxim? How about 19 cents? Even better. 19-cent Dogecoin. Woohoo! Here, like $18.99. If I got a deal for you, $18.99. Get you some of that Dogecoin right here, $18.99. I don't know. Is there a wild Doge running around Boston? What is that behind me? A wall? It's a landscape wall. It's a big hill that goes up the back. Big hill. I have no neighbor behind me. So it's pretty private. No neighbor behind me. And it's just a big hill that goes up. Up, up, up. Beware the gators in the garden pond. Someone said there were lizards, but I haven't seen any lizards. I think there's squirrels around. And there's no water in the pond. We didn't turn it on. Can't wait to free up some cash. I know, these are good prices, huh? You should not sell your house to buy crypto. Maxim, that is true. You should not sell your house to buy crypto. I did. I mean, the timing was just there, and I talked about that. I mean, FTX just crashed. And I was just like, the next bull cycle's coming. Rumor on the street is that Musk is selling all his Doge. No, he's not. That's another stupid rumor, Alan. Sorry, no offense. Why would he sell his Dogecoin? Out of retaliation? I mean, he doesn't have any Trump tokens. Not anything I saw. He bought any Trump tokens. I know, right? Oh my. Made you look, but you didn't look. If no big pumps until the fall, do you believe there will be any short-term pumps or dips to buy? Yes. Up and down, up and down. It's never a flat line. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh. If it's a joke, Alan, you got to put a little like emoji on there just to clue me in that you're joking. Otherwise, I take it seriously. Okay? Just got to put a little smiley face emoji, and then I'm like, okay. At $2, it'll be fun then to come back and watch some of these old videos. I know, right? It's like, wow, Kriss was live streaming on his back patio, his backyard. And you could get Doge for 18 cents? Really? Wow. Take a clip of this right here. Right here, right now. Clip that. And here, even with the price. $18.95. Right there. Get your Dogecoin right there. $18.95. here on June 4th, 2025. 1895 Dogecoin. And so for all you future selves, when Doge is up over $1, and you remember back here when we were buying on the dips below 20 cents, you'll be like, I should have done that. No, but I'm waiting for it to drop to 12 cents or 10 cents because I'm smart and I think Doge is going to drop more. So I'm just going to wait and I'm going to load up on that 12-cent Dogecoin that most likely is not going to happen this summer. That was last summer. That was last summer. This summer, it's 18 cents. Now, it did hit 13 cents in April on the big dip on Liberation Day. Remember that? It did get to 13 cents. I bought some at about 13.8. Remember that? That was just 2 months ago. I bought on that dip. I bought some at 21 cents. I bought some at 19 cents, but I did get some of that 13.8 very tasty Dogecoin. But 10 cents right now, I think it is unlikely. Unlikely. There you go, Alan. Yeah, nice. Emojis. Is it possible on the next bull cycle or pump, could you make a clear video when you think good? No, Kilmar. No, I can't make it clear. I like to keep it fuzzy. I like to keep it fuzzy because predictions are not, they're not exact. There's no way. They're just not exact. Oh, helicopter right overhead. It was me. I did it. It was me. He's going right overhead. Helicopter. Wonder where he's going. Something going on. He wasn't looking for me. That's a good thing. Probably going after some of those illegals. ICE are in town. ICE are in Boston, rounding up a bunch of illegals. Hey, I'm the best. You're still here. Doge will not hit $1 with them adding 10,000 Doge every minute. It could hit 80 cents. Hey, a lot of us will take 80 cents. We'll take that. I had my guy fly over to see if you're really outside. Bruce always has a guy. I did your chat. You were with George. I got you, dude. I can't get every chat. I try, dude. I really do, but I did. You were with George. I got you. Your Doge hashing ribbons. Whatever. I'm not into hashing ribbons. I don't think that means anything. It's just your hashing ribbons. It doesn't mean anything to me. I saw it. Anthony's in the house. Good morning to you. How are you? Hey, look, check out my backyard, Anthony. Check it out. This is what profits in crypto can get you. Are you outside, Anthony, enjoying the morning? Hope you have a nice sunny one wherever you are in the world. I'm outside, as you can tell, enjoying a nice, beautiful sunny day in Boston. Yeah, hash ribbons, that's all. I didn't want to address it. Stock, boom. It's just like hash ribbons don't mean anything to me. You can get depression if you just stay inside all the time. Getting outside actually helps. Particularly when it's sunny and you're getting that vitamin D and you're like, get a nice drink, right? And you're just like, you know? And even if the price is down and you're feeling a little bad about it, it's like, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's not just, oh, sorry, K-Dub. It's not just Powell that's going to make the money printer go burr. It's Congress too. Congress is going to be like, woohoo. Woohoo. No debt ceiling. Let's just print money. Spend. And Elon's like, wait, I just spent 6 months working on Doge to cut waste, fraud, and abuse. And you guys are just going to spend all that money? That's not how it's supposed to work. So Elon's mad. Elon got paid zero. He got paid nothing for the last 6 months to dive into all of the waste and fraud abuse in the US government. Found billions of dollars of waste. And Congress is just going to spend it all away. No wonder he's pissed. Even if he likes Trump, they're friends. But he's just like, that's terrible. And Trump is behind the big, beautiful bill. It's like, dumb. No. So, of course, Powell's going to print money. That's the only way they can get out of it. Print. Yes, Anthony, that's true. One Doge will always be one Doge. Anyone that buys at this level will be pleased. I think so. Particularly 6 months from now, when we're sitting here in November. Well, we're not here. I'm not going to be outside in November. Too cold. Imagine where we're going to be. Beginning of November, 2025. What's the price of Doge going to be? You like the background? I know. It's pretty nice. Told you I was going to be outside today. Oh, you weren't here the last few days. But I did announce I would be doing an outdoor live stream on Wednesday. I know it's Thursday morning where you are, but you get the idea. Wednesday, my time. And here we are. Beautiful, sunny, clear day. I didn't want to bring all my gear out and have it rain, right? Didn't want to chance that. So we're outside. Life is good. Beer is empty. It's, ugh. You like the hopium? I know. And you can go watch Trader Allen's, Trader Tardigrade's, all his charts showing all these big fractals of Doge going up to 80 cents in June. And it's not happening. Doge is not going to be 80 cents in June. And I say that every time I see one of his charts, because I show it, my videos and my live streams, just to say, here's what this guy's saying about Dogecoin. Don't get your hopes up. It's not going to happen. Not now. Guess I'd like to hear more about selling strategies as buying strategies. I know. And guess what happened? Last fall, I talked a lot about selling strategies going into the bull market before the November pump. And some of you guys who are here remember that. And I talked about a DCA strategy, taking slices. And this is when Doge was only at 9 or 10 cents. I was saying, these are the levels I'm looking for. My first level was 35 cents. And I said, I'm going to sell some and take some profit at 35 cents. I'm not going to sell all my Doge at 35. Now, looking back, obviously, that probably would have been a better thing to do. But who knew the tariffs were going to come and crash the price of crypto here in 2025? But we are where we are. But I did talk about the strategies on how to take profits, what I was going to be doing. And then when I eventually sold my first slice at 42 cents, because Doge was going up so fast, once it hit 35, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to sell yet at 35. I think it's going to go higher. And it did. And I took a slice at 42 cents. And people were like, oh, Kriss sold Dogecoin. And I'm just like, guys, what are we here for? Selling strategies, taking slices when the prices are up. So yeah, we'll talk about that again later in the summer because it's going to happen again this fall, I believe. That is all real behind me, Anthony. Earlier in the stream, I actually went back there and I shook the branches. It's chess. It ain't checkers. Exactly. DJ Dan hoping for 1875. No, looks like we're dipping right now to 1889. So maybe you'll get your wish. They're not going to change the big, beautiful bill. When the market goes down sideways 99% of the time, hopium is good for the emotions. Yeah, but it isn't 99% of the time. We're higher now than we were back in April. In fact, Dogecoin has been green the months of April and May. Doge was green. I showed you that. Green. And hopefully I'll be sitting in a BMW in November. Exactly. The female robot. I know there were some people who were dressed up as like space people, but I didn't see a female robot. I wish the crypto markets start creating value in terms of sustained increased market cap, not just range trading. Yeah, it'll get there. Takes time. Yep, you remember those streams. That was last fall. DCA strategies of DCAing out. They're still on my channel. They're still there from last fall. He's an easy guy to hate, K-Dub. He actually helped get Trump elected. A year ago, just about everybody loved Elon. Now half the country hates him because they're the Democrats. The mainstream media were just hating on Elon, and all those liberals just followed right along and started keying Teslas and protesting Tesla stores. It was just like, that was all so dumb. It was all so dumb. He's like one of the most successful people I know, right? He's the richest person in the world right now. People can be much more productive with their time. I'll tell you that. Oh, that wasn't a Hummer with a camper on it. That was a Cybertruck. That was a Cybertruck. But I didn't see the female robot. I was looking at the Cybertruck with the camper on it. I recorded that in my walk around. Maybe the robot is there in my walk around video and I just didn't see it. Because I had my GoPro with me. I just walked around and I got the Cybertruck with the camper, but I didn't see the female robot. Maybe it wasn't out at the time when I did my walkthrough. Politicians, always. The politicians need to go back to their constituents, go back home, right? And they need to tell them what they did for them. And if it's cutting costs, if it's cutting programs, that's not going to get them reelected. That's politics 101 right there. So they won't do it. And that's what Elon's mad about. It's like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Megal stock was up. $1.38 now for Megal stock. Anybody who bought Megal? I told you, buy in the 120s. Now in the 130s, and it's just going to go up from here. Easy money. Nothing guaranteed, but that's like easy money. So I always play that. I play the Megal stock game. Quit my job and manage accounts? No way. No. When I finally retire from my job, a couple years from now, maybe, it's going to be, I'll keep doing this. I'm not going to manage crypto accounts. I do this. You get free advice here. You come in, free advice. You just watch an ad. That's all you got to do. You watch an ad, and then you're here. Every once in a while, another ad comes up. That's Google, who owns YouTube. They're going to throw some ads at you. But that's about it. Doge looks like it's going to head down 20% from the current price. 20%. Let's see what 20% is. Well, it's at least in the 16s. You got to move it up even more. I'm just curious what 20% from here is, Anthony, since you said 20%. 20%. That gets you to 15 cents. 15 cents, Anthony. 20% from here. All right, we'll see. Anthony says 15. That's all right, Anthony. Others have said worse. Others have said worse. Knockstar says 10. We'll see. Where's Bitcoin going to go to? Bitcoin's actually coming back up. Is Bitcoin going to take down those last James Wynn leverage trades? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe tomorrow morning. Let's see how that plays out. Nothing else really going on. Red Writer here just landed another paid writing gig. Famous client. And guess what? They agreed to pay the contract in Dogecoin. Yes, Dogecoin. Dogecoin is money. Guys, all you got to do is say, hey, pay me in Doge. Or I'll pay you in Doge. When we went out to dinner last week with Doge tipping in Vegas, and Doge tipping took us to a nice Chinese restaurant, and he paid, and then Alex and I said, we'll pay you in Dogecoin for our share. And that was cool. And we just sent him Doge. That took care of the check. Easy peasy. It's just Doge. It's like, the new symbol of money. D for Doge. Doge. Yeah, and I'm the best thinks 10 cents as well. Too many cryptos that are low market caps for Doge to run like 2021. That's true. Yep, and I've talked about that. Way, way more memes, way, way more money spread way too thin, and way too many meme tokens. That is true. But what happens is when Dogecoin starts running, they all will come back to Doge. That's the difference. When Doge starts running, they'll all come back to Doge. Yep. Crypto management, talk a lot about that. Dollar cost averaging, use of different wallets, how to trade. how market orders work, limit orders work, how Robinhood works versus Coinbase. We cover all that stuff here. And it's free. You just have to watch an ad or two. That's it. And it's free. And I don't mind doing it. I'm almost to 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. Do you know that? Getting close. About 19.3, 19.4, somewhere in there. 20,000. That's a good number. It's a good number. Got a good family here, guys. All right. Hey, glad you could join me on my backyard adventure here. Who let the Doge out? It was fun. Now I got to log everything back in. That's all right. It was fun. We'll do this again later on in the summer. Yeah, don't call me Chrissy. I'm the best. That's dumb. No, that's dumb. I'm not going to address that. Bring the birds inside. Yeah. Bring the birds inside. Okay, guys. Hey, I hope everyone has a great evening. I'll be live again on Thursday, but it will not be live on Friday. Friday, I'm going to a University of Miami alumni event. So we'll not be doing a live stream on Friday, at least at the regular time. I might come on later, which is why you need to be subscribed and why you need to have your notifications on. Because I might do a late night, Friday night live stream, like Steven Steele used to do, if you remember who that guy was. The late night. Not a lot of people will show up to it, typically, but it might be fun. We'll see what's going on. Until then, hey, hope everyone's doing well, and we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.